Hello and welcome to another collective reading. I hope you had a really good day today. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy with me. You could be doing a million other things, but you're here right now, and that is always appreciated. Like I said, I hope you had a good day. Today is 7/21. If you're paying attention to the dates, it is also the 7/7 portal. The 7/7 portal, if you look at the dates, yes, it's 7/21, but there's 3 sevens in 21. The 7 is the path of the seeker. It is wisdom, spirituality. It's God's number, perfection, magic. If you think about how many days it took to create the earth, 6, but God rested on the 7th. 7 colors of the rainbow. It truly is God's number. And I hope you remember that every 7/7 portal, but not just on the portal days, every single day. So we're going to tap into the energy of this particular 7/7 portal. There was 4, so 7/7 or 5/7/7, 7/14, 7/21, and 7/28 are all 7/7 portals. So look out for those dates. There's 4. I think I said 5. I think I said 4 first and then 5, and now I'm going back to 4. So you have the 6 of Wands in the U position. And we'll stop right here since we have our surrounding energies. Surrounding energies are a little conflicting, but we are going to work through this. I did say that we were going to stop, but I kept on going. Just so you know, anytime more than 3 cards flip over, I only take the first card. If it's 3 or less cards, I take all of them. Nothing is coming out for this last card. So we'll cut the deck, which is fine, and take the first card. Ooh, what a beautiful way, at least to end this kind of chaotic reading. I wonder if you might be feeling a little chaotic at this time. Maybe chaotic isn't the right word, but there's a lot of conflicting energies right here. You have the 6 of Wands, which represents some type of victory. You have the 3 of Swords, which is really the opposite of what we get in the 6 of Wands. Something's coming through. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. I wonder if in order to gain this Six of Wands victory, you had to go through a little ego death. This particular card right here, a lot of people will see it because, of course, it's the heart with 3 swords in it, and they immediately say, oh, I'm gonna go through heartbreak, or I'm going through heartbreak. They automatically think that it has to do with some romantic partner, or friendship, or family, and that's not what this card is about. Let's go back to the U position and then we'll get to that. Just remember that this does not represent heartbreak. The Six of Wands denotes some type of victory. You see this young man, he's riding in on a gray horse, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands held by people that you can kind of see in the background, almost cheering this person on, walking with them, celebrating them. So I wonder if you achieve some type of victory or success lately, and if you have, congratulations. So this is in the U position. Surrounding you, what is coming to me, I wonder if you had to go through a little of the 3 of Swords energy. 3 of Swords, really, remember the swords is the air element, and so that deals with thoughts, ego, communication, knowledge, wisdom, all of those types of things. Oh, the reds match my nails in the heart. So really, when we experience heartbreak, it is really when the ego, the mind, has some type of plan, something in mind that it wanted to see come to fruition. The heartbreak comes in when that thing doesn't happen as it was planned. That's really what heartbreak is. So there could be heartbreak for many different types of situations. It doesn't only have to be about love and romantic partnerships. It could have been that job you wanted. It could have been the school that you wanted to get into. It can be your parents telling you no when you wanted them to say yes. It could have been a whole plethora of things. It doesn't necessarily have to deal with a love relationship. That's not what is being shown here. So I wonder if in order to get to this victorious place, you had to go through this quote unquote heartbreak, that separation of ego and reality. But even though sometimes it's not, our plan and God's plans do not marry, they are not the same plan, doesn't mean that it's not the right plan. And I think that's important to remember. Another energy that is surrounding you right now is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's a depiction of some type of aristocrat enjoying leisure inside the garden filled with grapes, which symbolize fertility and production, with a little bird on his hand. Definitely a person of leisure, a person of luxury. And this is a person who has done the hard work in order to enjoy the fruits. This is really enjoying the fruits of your labor. I wonder if this is tied to the victory that you went through the Eight of Pentacles, which is that hard work, that skilled labor, developing your craft, into the Nine of Pentacles, enjoying the fruits of your labor. I think these two cards are amplifying one another right now. That through a particular journey that you went through, you're now being able to celebrate that achievement and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You also have the 10 of Cups here, so definitely some type of celebration of some sort. So this last row right here represents the journey. So you went from the 2 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. The 2 of Wands suggests somebody that is in planning and deep thought. You see that they're very contemplative. They have the world in their hand. These 2 wands are sturdily planted next to the other person, almost as if creating a portal of which they will walk through as they're making this plan on really how are they going to take over the world. I wonder if this is a plan that has come through and you're ending up victorious in it. Victorious in it as well. Because the next part of the journey is the 10 of Cups. Look at that. That's undeniable celebration. This is a really good reading. Whatever, and it might be some type of creative process or a process that required creativity, because the wands are the fire element, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and it represents passion, desire, creativity. So I wonder if this was a particularly creative process, or maybe a process that you had to get creative in. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be within the arts. It doesn't have to be music. It doesn't, you didn't have to paint something. But maybe even in work, you had to get creative with a particular process. Maybe people didn't like your process. Maybe this is a little bit of the 3 of Swords. People didn't care for your process, but you kept on going through. As you can see, you reached the end here with the 9, 10, 9, 10, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. The last thing that tells me that this journey is complete is because you have the Fool. This means that you are starting over again. You are going to be embarking on a new journey now that you have reached this completion. Now you'll be embarking on this new journey. I think it's really interesting because, I think this new journey will draw you into community as represented by the 3 of Pentacles. I think it's very interesting because we are all the Fool. Every one of us is the Fool, going through the journey of the major arcana, the Fool to the Magician, to the High Priestess, to Death, Devil, Tower, to Sun, Moon, to Judgment, and the World card. We're all moving through this journey. And once we get through one phase of the journey, we start back over. But when we start back over, we're not starting back over with no resources. We're not starting back over with no knowledge, no skills. We're starting over in a new process, and we're bringing all of those things with us. I think that's the beauty of the Fool card, going over it again and again and again and again. Every time you go through this journey, You're bringing your knowledge, you're bringing your passion, you're bringing your emotions, you're bringing your material items and resources with you. And those are all the things that are inside his satchel right here. He's packed light. He's not a bag lady. Bag lady. Erykah Badu. I think this new journey, this is just additional cards and thoughts, is going to be one of community. You're going to be, sometimes the material thing is people. Sometimes we never even really think about it like that. The pentacles being earth energy symbolizing material items, resources, the body. Maybe we're not thinking about it in its fullness. Maybe the material items are your community and the people that you also bring with you along this journey. Let's see if we can get any more clarifiers on this new journey. And if the cards come out smooth, the cards come out smooth. We can't force it. Oh, this, I can't lie. Sometimes I've forced a card or two in my time. Yeah, I think that's it. But we can definitely cut the deck and see what's at the top. Oh, the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely a new journey that's going to be embarked with people by your side. You won't be going through this by yourself, because we have single person, and then once we hit the Fool card and the Ten of Cups, the journey starts to have people in it. So maybe this journey that you went through was a very solo dolo type thing, and then now in this new iteration, this new journey of self, you're going to be incorporating people, the people that you gathered along the way. So overall, good reading, and I'll see you in the next one.